So y'all, just gotta say howdy there, friends and family. As you can see, we're getting quite a bit of rain right at the moment. And we haven't had any here in 2 or 3 days. Oh, 2 maybe. But the reason I came out here to show y'all this, you know, I'm gonna be starting a new series. You know, about all the hype, agenda, conspiracy, fear, social manipulation, and panic that our mainstream media, as well as social media, contributes to on the internet. And currently, the new topic that's starting to spread like wildfire across mainstream media and social media, YouTube and other platforms, you know, Instagram, Facebook, and whatever, is the 2 tropical storms that are forming up. One of which is Laura, which is still out in the Caribbean and tracking to come across, you know, Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, Cuba. It's rather disorganized at the moment and has not formed up there anything other than a tropical storm. Then we have the second one that's about to come out and cross the peninsula of Mexico, I think down around Cozumel, and enter the Gulf. Both of them are expected to enter the Gulf, and both of them are expected to become at least Category 1 hurricanes. Now, as we all know, the Gulf has a notorious reputation because the water there is hot to strengthen hurricanes. Such was the case with Michael, Ivan, Opal. I can't even remember them all. But anyway, could they become a Cat 2 or Cat 3 before they make landfall? Yeah, that's a possibility. Or they could even weaken before they make landfall. The weather's a hard thing to predict. Granted that. But it's all the latest hype and all the buzz. And what you're seeing now, anybody on social media that's within, I would say, the possibility of anywhere from 150 to 300 or more miles away from these, they're already talking about it. They're already making preparation. Now, I'm the first to say that making preparation is a good thing. But if you're properly prepared in the first place for what can obviously happen, which is what I try to teach people here on my channel, you should be prepared for what? The obvious. Job loss, accidents, disability, recessions, such as that. Now granted, I missed the pandemic part, but I do think everybody in the world missed that one too. Except some, you know, really people who try to prepare for every apocalyptic scenario. So, like I say, you should have at least a minimum of 3 months food. You should have a couple weeks more of potable drinking water. You should have a way to filter your water. You know, whether that's a life straws, a Berkey, which is what I have, and that you should have alternate water sources. If you got the water and food, you can survive. Now, if you want to live a little more comfortably, you know, having a generator and fuel for it is great. But let's all be honest. Now, I have a generator, and, you know, if I was really thinking these were going to turn, you know, closer to me, I'd probably, you know, make sure I had 20, 30 gallons of gas on hand. And I've done that for any hurricane that's come up the pike right through the center of Alabama. But even then, 20 to 30 gallons of fuel don't last long. And then you gotta use it up before it all goes bad. Well, you can get diesel, and it lasts a little bit longer before it goes bad. The optimum fuel to have, if you're going to consider a generator, especially a standby generator that's always wired into your house, is propane. Propane, as far as I know, will last indefinitely. It's the best. So, that being said, should you want to go that extreme, you have a generator. It'll make life easier than that. And you should have ample cash on hand. That is something that has bit far too many people. Power goes out for a couple of days, week or two or more, and that debit card and that credit card you rely on don't work no more. Bear that in mind. Now this shower just came through, even though it looked rather intense, it's about wrapping up. It was just a pop-up, but boy, we sure did need it. And it just brought to mind while I was sitting there editing and starting to put together my video series on hype, agendas, and conspiracy and all that. You know, this is the latest one. And you're going to see it flood YouTube. Trust me that. But here again, don't take what I'm saying wrong. You should be prepared to a point. But you gotta use common sense. Don't panic. What? Kitty, 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 kitty. Kitty, 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 kitty. Come on. Spook. Spooky. You come on. Well, the rain's starting to subside a little bit, and may pick up some more. Come here, Spook. We're just sitting here loving old Spooky. Elrod and Cleo. Cleo's over in the shed, the neighbors, with her kitties. Elrod, he's somewhere. Magoo, he's probably hanging out somewhere too. But they left little old Spooky behind with me. And I came out here when this here little pop-up sort of got rather strong. He was crying. So I brought him a can of food. Plus, he was crying because they left him. He was all alone. So Papa's out here with the little boy. Trixie's asleep in the house. Storms don't bother her. She has full faith. Papa's got everything under control. There you go, little buddy. You enjoy your own food. And you know, we'll fix all of y'all back up come dinner time. Now I thought this was going to taper off, but now it looks like it's picking back up a little bit, but we've been so shy on rainfall. We'll take every last little bit we can get. But I want all of y'all to watch this as it unfolds. And hopefully, and I'll be praying, that Laura and Markle aren't much. And I'll be prepared. But it looks like now, as of this morning, they're tracking more to the west. Could possibly both of them make landfall on Louisiana or even the Texas coast. We'll have to wait and see. Some of the models show that they'll weaken back to a tropical storm as soon as they hit and make landfall. Now that all, granted, doesn't mean they're not powerful storms. Tropical storms can have winds, gusts up to 45, 65 mile an hour. A lot of rainfall with them. And Louisiana's low-lying land, and so is the coast of Texas. Flat and low. So flooding can become a big issue. And like I said, I've got friends over in Louisiana and Texas. Both of them are creators. And you know both of them. One's Southern Boy Prepper. He's there in DeQuincy, Louisiana. And the other one is Les and Teresa over in Dayton, Texas. I mean, you've seen them comment on my channel. And I've spoken about both of them before. If you're interested, check out their channel. But I just thought I'd jump on today and talk about the events that are about to unfold. Just give you a heads up and let you sit back and see how different media outlets, both mainstream and social media, react to it and play it up. But like I always say, stay prepared for the obvious. So until I see you on the next video, y'all take care. Stay safe out there. And God bless each and every one of you and your families. I'm going to go back in and get the cooking. Nothing better to do on a rainy day, right? Later, all.